Fields meeting, London, December 1816. In December 1816, a huge meeting was held at Spa Fields in London. Henry Hunt was due to address the crowd. The atmosphere was like that of a carnival. People in their thousands poured into the city, whole families, clubs and communities, both from within the city and from outlying villages. There were banners and bands, market stalls and slogans. Before the meeting, leaflets were circulated among the crowd. One of these called for Britain's to arms. Before Hunt arrived, a small section of the crowd rioted, breaking into gun shops, seizing weapons and marching towards the Tower of London. The riots lasted for several hours, and there was looting, but the majority of the crowd were peaceful. They were also loyal, and when the band played the national anthem, thousands joined in singing God Save the King. When Hunt arrived, they heard him call for lower taxes and the reform of Parliament. In 1817, Parliament received over 700 petitions. Some had hundreds of signatures, others had thousands. Although there were a few radical MPs and some members of the Whig Party were sympathetic, most members of the Parliament were afraid of this demonstration of popular feeling. They certainly did not want to grant the vote for all men. The petitions were ignored or dismissed. On the 10th of March 1817, a crowd gathered in Manchester. They planned to organise a protest march to London, where a petition would be handed to the Regent. This demanded parliamentary reform, the abolition of the Corn Laws and the reintroduction of habeas corpus. It also listed economic grievances concerning unemployment and high taxes. In the event, about 300 marches set off. Many were unemployed, hand-loom weavers. They were hopeful that they would win support and attract more marchers on the way. They expected to be put up at night by friendly locals, but each carried a blanket in case they had to sleep out. They did not go very far. They were stopped by troops in Stockport, only a few miles from Manchester. There was some fighting, one man was shot and several were wounded.
The Pentridge Rising, June 1817. The most famous government spy was simply known as Oliver. He infiltrated a group of discontented workers in Derbyshire and led them to believe that if they rose up and marched on Nottingham, the rising would be the start of a national rebellion, and they would receive support from many other parts of the country. On a rainy night in June 1817, about 200 men with pitchforks and a few guns set off from Pentrix in Derbyshire to march on Nottingham. When they arrived in Nottingham, they were met by troops and rounded up. Following a trial, the leaders were hanged and 30 were transported. The trial and executions may have served as a deterrent of agitators, but the government's involvement led to public outcry. The last words uttered by one of the rebels on the scaffold were, "This is the work of government and Oliver."